Hello, hello, hi! Welcome to Bare Bones Kitchen. How are y'all doing? I am your culinary coach, Harmony. Cheers! Tonight I am drinking this delicious tropical 7-Up. I mean, it's got a little peach undertone, but it looks like maybe there's a mango in there too, which I guess is how they can consider it tropical, but I don't know. I have it obviously mixed with something else, which is banana rum. So it's a good combo, you guys. It's a good combo. So cheers. Cheers to you. So if you read the title of the show, you might be a little bit confused, and that is okay because I'm going to explain that story. But first, welcome, Kitchenettes, Kitchen Littles, and Kitchen Nuggets. If you have bare knowledge or bare essentials, please allow me to inspire you to do something amazing for your friends, your family, or just yourself. Just yourself. I'm feeling a little devious tonight. Can you guys tell? Yeah, because yesterday, well, actually last night, not even yesterday, it was like last night, there was like this whole thing that like put me in the biggest tizzy, okay? So obviously, I told you guys on Monday that I downloaded my YouTube videos. And if you already subscribed, thank you very much. Mwah, much props to you. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do so under Bare Bones Kitchen. But there was this salty ass bitch that literally was like, you need to clean your house. Gross. And I'm like, really? First of all, if you're going to be a salty bitch, okay? If you're going to be a salty bitch, just keep on keeping on. Why are you even watching my videos? Second of all, excuse me, I live in a very small apartment, and my house is not dirty. I mean, I wouldn't eat anything off of the floor just because, like, I have a cat. But it's cluttered because I am kind of a gatherer. I do, there's, a lot of clutter there. A lot of clutter. You see it all? Yeah. I'm guessing this is the mess she was talking about. I mean, I can't imagine that this is the mess she was talking about because literally all that stuff is just attached to my fridge. So, whatever. Bitches be bitches. So tonight I thought I would make something spicy because I'm feeling spicy. And that's what we're doing. So tonight we're going to do a garlic, ginger, spicy pork. That's like, I don't know. I referenced a recipe, you guys. I literally, so if you see me looking down, like I literally have it on my Kindle since I can't seem to get into Instagram in order to be able to do a live video on Instagram anymore. Because all these guys want to change the rules at different times. Anyways, moving on. All right, so we're going to start with a little bowl here, you guys. We have 2/3 cup of water. Okay, we're going to put that in there. I have my pan heated up at a medium high, which is an 8 on my stove. So we got our 3/4 cup of water. We have 1 tablespoon of this rice vinegar. Hello, Wheeler, how are you? Yeah, salty bitches. So, you guys, here's the deal. If you are a content creator, Wheeler, I know you're a content creator, like, just, like, how do you get over this hump? You know, I've had only just a couple of really negative comments. Most of the comments that I get are not very negative at all. Okay, so we got 3 tablespoons of amino acids. Oh, look, Karen, Sharon, whatever the frick your name was. I got water spots on my dishes. I must be a pig. All right, anyways, we got 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, but I'm actually using amino acids. Liquid aminos. Okay. Oh, I guess I can put that over here. Then I have 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. And my home is a home, you guys. My home is a home. All right, I have 2 tablespoons of finely minced onions, which aren't extremely finely minced, but they're very small. That's okay. All right. Whew. I don't know, I'm going to turn this down for a minute because I'm going a little bit slower than I expected. Because I got caught up in the moment. Got caught up in the moment with some haters. Alright, we're going to go in with a little bit of sesame oil. We're going to go like a half a teaspoon. And right now we're just making the sauce for this whole menagerie. Okay? And then I got my sriracha. You guys messing with that sriracha, that cock sauce? Yeah, I know you are. I know you are. Alright, I'm just going to eyeball it. It's like 2-ish teaspoons, 2-ish tablespoons. I don't freaking know. Alright, then I got my garlic because I was too lazy to stop and get actual garlic. So I knew I had this in the fridge. So we're going to rock out with a couple tablespoons of this. I'm getting low though. Getting low. Alright, that's like a tablespoon and a half, so we'll just do another little forkful. Woo! That smells strong. And then I have my minced ginger. Again, just too lazy to stop at the freaking store. And we're going to go like 2-ish tablespoons of that as well. Okay, it might have been a little bit more, but it's totally fine. I have some crushed red peppers. We're going to rock this out too. And I'm just going to sprinkle some in here. I'm not going to get too crazy with it because I feel like with the sriracha and the heat level that Zane and I can stand is pretty minimal. I think I might have maybe a half a teaspoon in there. And then we're just going to kind of mix this up. Going to get it all going. Doing okay? How you doing? You know, I'm alright, honestly. I have a t-shirt that says I'm not for everyone. We need to get one for you too. Girl, did you not see my sign? Did you not see my sign? I'd rather be someone's shot of whiskey than everyone's cup of tea. Absolutely. That was a gift from Kitchenette Nicole. I love it. I know I'm not for everyone, but for whatever reason, it really got under my skin last night. And I was a little bit sideways about it. And you know, obviously that's a pain point for me. So there's some sort of trauma response happening. And yeah, you know what? Screw her anyways. Just keep on keeping on. People that create content, it's not easy to do. So the funny thing is I actually went to her little link. And of course she's not a content creator. She just wants to be a fucking troll. So is what it is, right? Is what it is. Okay, I'm going to go in with a whisk just to make sure some of that brown sugar is mixed up. Ooh, that smells nice though. That smells nice, guys. So with this, it's gonna caramelize that brown sugar in there, and we're gonna get like a kind of like a teriyaki situation, I think. I've never made this, so yes, I will post the recipe when I'm all done. The recipe that I referenced, which obviously I'm gonna change some things. I don't mess with canola oil, so that's definitely the #1 thing I changed. Mostly because your body doesn't really know how to break that down, which is why I don't mess with it. My body has enough problems breaking things down. And the instructions said to let it do its thing for like 10 minutes, but I just needed to whisk it, okay? Just needed to whisk it for a minute. All right, we're gonna turn it back up. You brush it off. Don't let people get to me. Yeah, you know, it's funny because, again, I haven't, like, been confronted with a lot of haters. And so when I get them, I'm like, bitch, for real? Like, meet me outside. Meet me outside. You know what I mean? It just makes me, like, sideways. If they're going to say something negative if you did something right or something wrong. So I say screw them. Yeah, probably not my type. Just throwing it out there. Probably not my type. Yeah. So I just thought I'd get back at her, and, you know, because I'm kind of vindictive. It's the Aries in me. Maybe mixed with the combination of the Gen X in me, and it's all sometimes about revenge, and I was a little sideways in bed last night about it. I even messaged Kitchenette Miranda and was like, look at this bitch. Like, seriously? Like, of all the things you could possibly harass me about, because you guys, I show up here twice a week and I make an absolute fool of myself, and of all of the things you could possibly harass me about, it's this, that's what you choose to harass me about? Is this one little tiny mess that you can see, or this little tiny mess that's on my refrigerator? Really? Really? Come on now. Anyways, moving on to bigger, brighter, and better things. So, as of right now, YouTube is up to date with the exception of Monday. I will get Monday uploaded and as well as today. So if you have not been over to my YouTube channel, please go over there, hit subscribe, make some comments if you want. You know, I would love that support because that makes me smile. Woo! That vinegar in there getting in my eyes. Woo! But damn, it smells good. And then share it with somebody if you want to share it. If you feel like I'm bringing you some value, like you guys, I'm showing up for you guys. And I appreciate you guys showing up for me every week. Wheeler, especially you, just because you're on the East Coast. Like you literally, it's like way too late for you. But I know you ass don't sleep. So thanks for showing up for me. I appreciate it. I tell people up front that I'm a hoarder, so take your best shots. I don't really feel like I'm a hoarder. I like, if you look at this rack, like the biggest thing on here is a gigantic stack of egg cartons. You guys, I have like 3 people in my world that have chickens. They're gonna need these bitches someday, okay? That's why I save them. And you know what you get as a gift in return? You get fresh farm eggs. So I am all about some fresh farm eggs. I actually happen to have one of those bad boys, and we're using it tonight. So I'm all about that. And if this is like the biggest issue in somebody's world, along with my flamingos here and my water jug that I haven't used in forever, and the box that has my beautiful wind chime in it that Kitchenette Steph made me, that I finally have a rack for, but just haven't made the time to put it up. Like, bitch, just bitches be bitches. Or are you going to complain about my laundry soap because I'm such a slob? Is that it? You're going to complain about my laundry? Or what about this big-ass blue moon bar sign? Is that the problem? Is that the problem? What? We show up for you, all 2 of us. Well, and I appreciate all 2 of you. I appreciate all 2 of you. So much so. All right. Okay, now I feel like I'm just like bitching and becoming her, so we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to move on. We're going to go back to this spicy, delicious sauce that smells amazing. It's very fragrant. I can smell the vinegar in there. I can smell that ginger. I don't smell the garlic, but it's probably because the ginger is actually overpowering it, which is a little weird. But we're getting it nice and golden, and then we're going to take this bad boy, and we're going to dump it right back in this bowl. Hopefully it's not, I feel like this is a good bowl. That's why I picked it. I swapped it. I did have a plastic, like, measuring cup over here for this. And I was like, wait a minute, that's got to come off the stove and go right back in. So we're just going to rock it out like that. All those little bits, we're going to put them right back in here. Okay. Woo! All right. So we have maybe a, I don't know, probably 3/4 of a cup of sauce, because that's how much water was in it. A little bit less because we got evaporation factor there. Okay, so we're going to turn the heat down on this bad boy while we mix up our pork. I'm doing pork. You can totally do chicken or steak, I would imagine. You're going to want to like vary the temperature or the length of time as far as how long you're going to cook it. But I just have about a pound of pork in here. I did weigh it. It was just like barely under a pound. But I just cut them in little bite-sized chunks. And I actually had pork carnitas in my freezer. That was the chunk of pork. That was the name of it. So don't ask me what cut it is, because I'm not that savvy. Not that savvy. So we're going to take some cornstarch, and we're going to put about 3 tablespoons of cornstarch in here. And the honest instructions say to use a bowl. I'm using a bag because I'm just kind of lazy like that. It's like, do I throw the bag away or do I do dishes, right? At some point it just kind of comes to that. I opted to not do dishes. I know, bad for the environment. You can bitch at me later for it. It's fine. So in the bag, I'm just going to like squeeze out some of that air. Not all of it, because we want to make sure that it still can move around. Still can move around in there. Okay, so we're going to just shake it up like shake and bake, babies. like shake and bake. You want to make sure that cornstarch is all evenly coated all over everything, which again is why I like to use the bag. Got a nice coating on there. And that's going to give it a nice golden situation happening. I'm very excited about this, actually. All right, I gotta get another fork. Got my little farm fresh egg going on. I got a little bowl here where I'm just going to mix it up. And we're going to pour it right in this bag. I do, however, feel like Karens have gotten a bad rep for a really long time. So, you know, I know a lot of really great Karens, but you know what? I also know a lot of really great Susans. The difference is they don't usually go by Susan. They go by Sue. And I'm for it. And maybe this Susan went by Sue, but she doesn't deserve to. Okay. All right, so we got our one egg. We're going to dump that bad boy right on in here. And then we're going to give it another little shake. Another little shake. Hopefully it's enough. And then in the meantime, I'm going to throw a little bit of oil in here. Going to go about 2 tablespoons-ish. A little zhuzh of oil in our pan. That cornstarch is going to end up acting like a thickener. So if you don't feel like you cooked your sauce down enough, it's still going to thicken up. Still going to thicken up because of that cornstarch. All right. Whew. All right, we're going to get busy on this. I do not want to dump this out because there is some extra egg in there. So we're just going to turn that heat back up to 8. And we're just going to pick each piece out of here. And my stove kind of leans this way, so this is like the hot side of my pan. We got this nice little cornstarch dough situation happening with the egg, which is why I picked this big ass pan, because if you know, you know. We don't want everything sticking together. We want to make sure everything has enough room, because when you overcrowd your pan, you're not frying it, you're steaming it. So we just want to make sure we have enough surface area there to make it happen properly. Get a nice crisp. Again, another reason why I'm doing it piece by piece. Because if I have to work in batches, I have to work in batches, you guys. Give it a little bit of space, but not a ton. Just enough to where it's not steaming up and creating a bunch of liquid in there. That's going to take the crisp away from your meat product, depending on what you're using. If you're using pork, if you're using chicken, if you're using steak. Just know if you're using seafood, your cook time is going to be way less. Way less. Because I bet this would be good with seafood too. Some shrimp or little fish bites. Alright, we got just a little bit left in there. A little bit left. It'll be fine. Well, I'm going to let some of this cook down first before I add more. There, we got 2 pieces. What's that one? Oh, that's this one. That's one! space. See? See? Made a little space. Just a little space. Oh. My damn tongue's got stuck together. Alright, we're going to start flipping these bad boys. Flip them. Getting a nice little golden crisp on them. Loving that. Getting a little bit of pan kisses over here, some kitchen kisses. Zane's still not accustomed to that. Did you guys see that delicious chicken he made last night? Then I told him what I was making tonight, and he was like, Mom, on Thursday can we have like something that's not Asian inspired? Because his dish last night was pretty Asian inspired as well. Good stuff. Good stuff with that kid. All right, get some more room. We're almost there. Almost there. Look at it. Last one. Last one. Come on. Oh wait, there's one more in there. One more in there. I lied. For the lava. Just hide in the corner. Hide in the corner. So you guys, spring has sprung at my house, by the way. Let me move on to something beautiful and bright. Spring has sprung at my house, and I'm so excited because when I pulled up today, beautiful red tulips in the front of my apartment. Beautiful. Just gorgeous. And then I realized that there's a little azalea bush behind the tulips, or on the side of the house, also blooming with beautiful little purple flowers, like a magenta. Very beautiful, very gorgeous. And then I have some, I'm not sure what they are. They look like little bluebells. Like little blue, they might even be a bluebell. I don't freaking know. But they're also blooming. So I was very excited about that. I do love to have some pretty flowers. But then I kept walking and realized one of the neighbor's dogs took a shit in my yard. So, not my yard, my side, the side of the house, the side of my apartment. Yeah. Yeah. It's a beautiful thing. You know, that stuff wouldn't have happened when my friend Sue was the manager. She'd have been downright pissed. And now we don't have any on-site management, so everybody gets to do whatever they want, including Tweaker Tina, a couple doors down, who decided to back her truck up. I'm assuming her borrowed truck because it is not there often, and sweeps the back of her truck off right next to my apartment. So now I have half-broken sunglasses and some little cheesy metal thing and like award metal thing and shards of glass and, you know, whatever. It's good. It's good. You guys, it's just me. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, it's just us. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Wheeler. I wasn't talking. My bad. Or you're talking about me saying you guys. Other people are going to watch later. I know it. Don't be such a Debbie Downer. You little punk. You little punk. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. Wouldn't know what to do if we had gotten there. Look at that. If you don't know that reference, just go watch Days of the Century. Because that's a good game. That's a good movie. All right. I think we've got all sides covered here. So now, I'm just going to take our sauce and dump it back in. See, it's a little thicker. A little bit. We're going to pour it over. Going to get it done right now. Yeah. I got my rice right here. Got to turn it on though because I forgot to cook that ahead of the time. Yeah, ahead of the time. All right, we're gonna cut this down a little bit. Woo, that smells good though. Get it all nice and coated. And of course, as it all cooks down, it's gonna glaze over your pork or whatever you're using. Smells delicious. Wish there was smell-o-vision. However, there's not. I knew that was 2 freaking pieces. Damn it. Damn it, Gina. And then if you have green onions, again, you guys, I didn't want to stop at the store, so I did not buy green onions. But that's going to look beautiful on top of there. If you do have green onions, I have parsley, so I'll probably just sprinkle a little bit of parsley on there for the picture. Excuse me. That is the way it goes. That is the way it goes. I did cut my heat from a medium-high to a very medium, a very nice medium. I'm going to let my rice cook. And I'm not going to take up any more of your guys' time. Okay, Wheeler, I'm not going to take up any more of your time. It is what it is. You know, again, I still just thank you for showing up. Y'all keep showing up, so do I. Make sure you go check out YouTube, subscribe, like, share, do all of the fun things. And if you don't watch YouTube, I feel like that's a weird sentence to say, but I'm going to say it anyways. If you don't watch YouTube, go ahead and just share this video, because I would love this video to get shared too. All right. Thanks for showing up, you guys. Y'all keep showing up, so do I. And I will see you again on Monday for Monday Morsels. Mwah! In my messy house. Bye!